One, I just wanted to go over quickly some of the actually the workflow I go through for making these screen capture movies. I just thought it would help people out. So if you want to make something of your own, basically what I use, I'm on the Mac, and so if you go into the Mac, there's the standard QuickTime player. That's what I'm using right now, and you can see up here it says stop recording because it's recording the screen right as we talk. And oops. Didn't mean to deselect that. So basically all you do is you go in, what I do is I go into my system preferences and I set my display to 1280 by 800 because it's the closest I can come to what YouTube considers to be the high resolution. So then I just go ahead and open up the QuickTime player that came, it comes bundled with it, and I just go to File and then New Screen Recording, which of course you can see here is blocked out. Excuse me. So the other thing you got to do is under your sound settings. I just have a USB microphone with a head boom built in. So just under the input, you just go ahead and select that. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. Okay, as the input. So basically, you set up your screen, you set up your mic, and then you go ahead and use the QuickTime player to capture the screen. Captures everything you're doing. It's usually pretty speedy. And then once you're done, you just hit stop recording, and that will give you a QuickTime movie. Now, here's the thing. I found out that if I just export the QuickTime movie, you can actually do that right from QuickTime Player 10, but the problem I had was, if I go ahead and open up one of my other movies, the problem was that the audio was going out of sync on YouTube. So what I do is, now this is where it might get kind of tricky for you. If you have QuickTime Player Pro or the old QuickTime Player 7, that's what's called here. You can see the icon for it there. Or if you have, for example, editing software like Final Cut or whatever, this software here, the QuickTime Player 7, yeah, this is one that I bought on Apple's website for like $30 a long time ago. So it's still in there, and if you don't see it, if you go under your utilities folder, I believe it might be in there now. They might have moved it into the utilities folder. So let's get this to come up. Yes, and you can see QuickTime Player 7 app should be in your utilities folder if you're on the Mac. So right click on this and just say open with the old QuickTime Player 7, because this has a nice screen capture or export function here. You can go to File, Export, and then you give it a new name, like I usually call it, like exported or whatever. And then under your options, go to Movie to QuickTime Movie. Under Options, set your compression type should be H.264. Your data rate should be automatic. Your compression quality should be best. Encoding should be multipass for best quality. The size should be 1280 by 720 HD. Again, this is all assuming that you're going out to YouTube. This is the stuff that looks best on YouTube. Your sound should be the MPEG-4 high efficiency AAC, and then all the rest of these settings you can just leave at their defaults. And then finally, check mark the prepare for internet streaming fast start. Okay, and once you've exported that resulting file is the one you should upload to YouTube, which is what I'm going to do with this in just a few minutes. So I hope that helps you out if you want to make your own screen capture stuff. So there we go.